Hello and welcome to the Transits in You with my psychic connection. I'm Squirrel, and I am going to be walking you through all the energies going on around us that will be connecting to each other, will be affecting us, will be affecting the people around us and the world around us from July 13th to July 19th. So, this is a great opportunity to see what opportunities are coming up for you, what energies are around there to help you out, and what energies are out there that will give you some challenges that make life a little bit difficult, but we'll be prepared for them because we're here. All right, we're going to start with Thursday, July 13th, 2023. So, if you recall, for the last 2 days, there have been absolutely no close aspects between the 7 regular planets that are close to us. We don't do outer planets unless they're like a 0-degree aspect, because they're generational and they're not going to affect us unless they're like a really tight aspect. But for 2 days, we've had no aspects. We did have a transit the day before, but yesterday we had nothing. And it was, yeah, that was very nice. But we got some transits today. So, Mars in Virgo moves into an opposition with Saturn retrograde in Pisces. So this will bring about your feelings are going to be fluctuating all over the place. Or if it doesn't affect your chart personally because of factors in your chart, the people around you are going to be affected. So you need to be aware of this. Now, this is due to the mutable natures of Virgo and Pisces. Both of these signs are mutable. And you've got Mars in Virgo with an opposition to Saturn retrograde in Pisces. So they're just kind of like going at each other and just going all over the place, jumping around. It's going to be very frustrating, and it will bring frustration, disappointment, and anger. This is a harsh aspect no matter how you look at it. There's no way to put a good spin in it. So this information can help you understand what you're feeling, what the people around you are feeling, okay? Now, the frustration stems from other people seeming to be in the way of your own ambitions, like trying to say, but you can't do that because, or just throwing challenges at you and you can't get around them. That is very frustrating. The disappointment can come from your own unfulfilled desires and dreams. Like, it will really bring on us looking at the past and saying, wow, I didn't do that right. Or even at the now, saying, what is wrong with me? Do not let this get to you to where you just poof, explode. This is a tough time, no matter how you look at these. Both of these two things, these two factors, can result in anger that borders on rage. Keep that rage in check. If you're feeling this, know that it's coming from the energies around you. What does come from within you, you will have an opportunity to reflect on it, and if not repair it, begin the process of understanding it. Do not, under any circumstances, bottle up this anger and frustration. Don't go taking it out on other people, because this is the kind of rage you can't take back. But instead of bottling it up, find ways to release your emotions in a healthy and safe way. Exercise is great. Take a run, take a walk. Go to one of those epic rage rooms that are out there where you can take a baseball bat or a crowbar and take your anger out on something that they put in that room specifically to be broken. If you're feeling this, find a healthy, safe way to let it go. Okay, exercise patience and self-discipline at this time, unless you are in a safe environment to let these emotions free. Okay, that's a harsh aspect, and I wish I could say different, but there's no way to put a good spin on it. And now at 3:26 a.m. Eastern Time, the moon moves into Gemini, adding even more erratic, mutable energy. So we might find ourselves really scattered or easily distracted today, now, especially with that opposition between Mars and Saturn. So luckily, we can draw on that Gemini energy with the moon to find something fun as a distraction from the way that opposition can make us feel. If you do like video games, go on World of Warcraft, Diablo, Halo, any of those games, and just tear stuff up on a video game. Or, like I said before, the exercise, the rage rooms. Do something fun if you can to let all that go out of you, because whew, today's going to be rough. Okay? Rough. If not you personally, because of your natal chart is in tandem with this. But the people around you can bring that rage to you too, I promise. Especially if they don't have this information and they're taking it out on you. Don't just walk away. Walk away. Do not engage. So tonight we have the Cackling Witch's Den with Psychic Rose at 10 p.m. Eastern. That's a good, fun way. And if you are feeling that frustration and anger, ask her how to disperse it in a healthy way. If you can't find a way that's good for you, she will help you out. Okay? And that brings us to Friday, July 14th. So on Friday, we still have an opposition between Mars in Virgo to Saturn retrograde in Pisces. We still have that. So again, any way you look at it, it's a brutal aspect. Anger and frustration will be at an all-time high today as well. Even if this aspect, again, doesn't affect your personal chart and the people around you are being affected, they can affect your mood. Astrology can affect you, but the people around you being affected by the astrology, we're not just one little contained thing, and all that affects us is the energy in the sky. The people around us, the situations around us, even if we're supposed to be having a great day, if someone's being a jerk, you're gonna get annoyed, okay? So be sure to create healthy boundaries here. And what I mean by that, when earlier I said for Thursday, to walk away if somebody is taking out that rage on you. That's a healthy boundary. I don't deserve this. I'm not going to stick around for it. Respect yourself and try not to engage. Again, exercise patience with yourself and others. It's very, very important today. Now, Mercury in Leo is going to square Jupiter and Taurus. Now, squares are generally seen as harsh aspects, but this particular square can bring in optimism that can offset the harsh opposition with Mars and Saturn. So the challenge with this particular square is an inability to focus or concentrate, because Mercury is our thought process, and we're squaring with Leo wanting to have fun, optimism, and Taurus and Jupiter being all, we need to take care of business. So our focus and our concentration is going to be thrown off kilter. Take time to be sure you have all the facts of a situation before you act on something. Attention to detail is a must during this aspect. Another problem that can rise with this aspect is the tendency to make promises that you can't meet. That optimism and that wanting to help other people, that wanting to do something for somebody, you've got to make sure that you are able to commit if you make any promises, whether it's for tomorrow, for 5 minutes from now, or next year. Make sure that you can commit. Also, when sharing information during this time with communications, try to stick to the facts, because this aspect can lead to embellishment or exaggerations in communications. Okay? I hope that helps. Really listen to that. If you have any questions, go back and listen again. That brings us to Saturday, July 15th. And the moon moves into Cancer tonight at 1:13 p.m. Eastern. This will motivate us to find a feeling of belonging and security. With everything that's been going on for the last 2 days, we're going to feel a little displaced, a little insecure. This is normal. That moon moving into Cancer can bring us that ability to find that security. Okay? Now, with the other two aspects from yesterday still in transit, it can be difficult. This would be a perfect time to create a small sanctuary in your home, giving yourself space where you feel stable and calm. Now, you don't have to go spending any money on this, but declutter or put out some things that give you a sense of peace. Pictures, memories, something that brings you joy. Put it where you can see it so you can get that calm to get over this, because with Cancer there, this can also be emotional, but use that Cancer energy to really ground yourself and bring in that security and that peace of mind. So plants would be good if you have that green thumb, or even if you don't, bring in a plant or two to help you keep grounded. Or even, I know a lot of the psychics at My Psychic Connection will recommend going out and just putting your hands and your feet into the dirt. That will help bring that calming Cancer energy in to offset a whole bunch of the stuff and the insecurities that we're feeling right now. All right, so if you're missing us today, which I know you are, on Saturday, don't forget we have some great YouTube exclusive content. So I'm going to tell you about the daily ones, and then I'll tell you about the weekly ones later. But daily, you can see Card of the Day with Cassidy the Card Slinger. Absolutely amazing advice and just a good guideline to help you move through your day, or even look back on your day with them and see how it applied. You'll be amazed at how great these are. And then we have angel numbers of the day with Destiny K, and these are beautiful, beautiful messages from your angels and your guides, and Destiny really goes deeply into them to help you understand how to utilize those messages. All right, and that brings us to July 16th, 2023. Excuse me, I'm trying to get my door shut here. There's some noise out there. So July 16th, Sunday, no changes occur. So we've got those aspects and that moon from yesterday, but there are no changes. So that's not actually a relief, but you still have that Cancer moon to help you find that security. Best place to find it is in your home. I wouldn't venture out today or yesterday unless you have to. So I told you I would tell you about the weekly shows that we have on the YouTube specific channels. We've got the Enchanted Spread with Psychic K, Holy Crows. That is a mix of fairy tales and folklore to help you understand a lot of things going on in your life. Each week she picks something specific that might be affecting us, and she really helps us understand what that feeling, what that emotion, what that impulse might be. I don't miss any of these. I love them. They're one of my favorite shows ever. So be sure to check that out. Then we have Spilling the Tea with Psychic Energy. Holy cow, you guys. She does the tea leaves with the teacup, and she gives us a weekly overview on what we need to be aware of and what we need to look for. It is so cool. I've never actually seen tea leaves read until I saw this, and I absolutely love it. And then, of course, you've got the Transits in You with Squirrel. That's me. And you can catch me every week telling you how to deal with the changes going on in the astrology around us and how they could affect you and the people around you. All right, and that brings us to Monday, July 17th. So both of those aspects still apply, that opposition and that square, but we'll have a new moon. Remember, we just had the moon move into Cancer, but we have a new moon in Cancer at 12:31 p.m. Eastern today. So this brings about a need to spend quality time bonding with family and friends. If you aren't overcome by that rage that the other two aspects can bring, or the immutability of it, do yourself a favor and spend some quiet, quality time with your friends or your family. We need this. That's been a really rough 4 days. So, if the opposition between Mars in Virgo and Saturn retrograde in Pisces has you on edge, take time to release that anger in a healthy way before you spend your time with your friends or your family, because you do not want to take it out on them. That's not quality bonding time. That's scary, okay? And if you're too highly affected to this aspect, if you can't get that out, or by the square between Mercury and Leo and Jupiter and Taurus, then solely focus on creating a relaxing environment in your home. If it's really affecting you strongly and you're afraid you might take it out on somebody else, stay home. Stay by yourself. Really focus on making something beautiful for yourself, okay? And tonight, speaking of beautiful, we got Psychic K, the intuitive empath, at 10 p.m. Eastern. So she'll be able to help you a lot there too. And if you need some ideas of how to make a beautiful place for yourself, or you need some ideas on how to relax in this rough time, she will be on it. She is on it. Okay. So that brings us to Tuesday, July 18th. So we just had that new moon, but at 12:39 Eastern, the moon will transit into Leo. Now, this will bring us a really strong desire to let other people know how we feel. So be positive that you're not speaking from a place of anger, especially with everything going on with the last week, because that moon moves quickly and it brings impulses on really, really hard. It's the planet that most, well, not planet, but light that most affects us because it's closest to us and it moves so quickly. So make sure you're not speaking from that place of anger from those other two aspects. They've been in transit a whole week and you might be seriously unsettled. Leo energy can be playful and generous when it's healthy. So take some time to either play or perform an act of kindness or create something. Be creative. Doing this can truly ease the tension of the opposition in the square that we've all been experiencing this past week. And it's probably kicking some of our butts. It's almost over. Hold on. We're getting there. Just remember, and this too shall pass. We're going to be all right, y'all. So we've got psychic energy, the metaphysical crone, tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. Oh, definitely, definitely be sure to go and see her, especially if you need to find a way to play or if you need to find a way to just get through this. We are going to get through it, but sometimes we need a little extra help. And the psychics at My Psychic Connection are there to help you. So come and see us, y'all. And that brings us to the final day of this particular week. I know, Wednesday to Wednesday. That's a squirrel week, y'all. It's July 19th. So there are absolutely no changes in the transits today. So we're not seeing the end of this harsh two aspects. The one can offset, the square can offset because it brings in that Leo optimism. But we do have that Leo moon where we can play and we can just get some of that angst out in a really healthy way. So no changes. We still got that nasty opposition. We just got it for a little while longer. So hopefully when I come back next week, we'll be able to say, ah. But if you're still feeling it really strong tonight and you need a good laugh or you need to feel like you belong somewhere, we've got We Psychics 3 coming on tonight. And that's Psychics K, Energy, and Rose all together. They are sure to make you laugh. They are sure to answer questions in an honest, compassionate, and beautiful way and help you on this path. And we're all going to get through this together, you guys. So come see me tomorrow and we'll see how we'll get through next week too, but it's gotta be better than this one. I love you guys, and if you need anything, you make sure you come and see us. We are going to get through this. Mwah! Have a good night.
Now what's the style?